Library. Offline, online, mystery settings, and turn. Choose a category. What? What do you want to read? What? Alright, here's the garden poem. I feel like we've seen enough of it. Yeah. Homecoming? Looks like a Yuri poem, I guess? Oh wait, no, this is Siri's font, isn't it?
Homecoming! I'm glad you are back. You look quite exhausted. You have withstood many attacks. You did quite awesome. Let me gladly take care of you. You and all your friends. I am glad you have a happy end. You deserve a rest. I am so glad that you do not need me anymore. That you can call all your friends. I never needed to be mad. Do you need water? Do you need a towel? Let me get those things for you. You deserve a rest. I feel the urge to act foul. Would I do a slaughter? No, since it is not good for you. You don't deserve that. Should I make you food? I ate plenty and can make plenty. I could make something stewed. I ate plenty and can't make plenty. Let me go upstairs now. I need to deal with all the emotion. Let me go up with motion. Please don't worry what it is about. I would do anything for you, even for your friends. I am proud you have a happy end. You deserve a rest.
Okay. Thunderstorm? Okay, this is Yuri's handwriting. Yeah.
Thunderstorm. I look into the sky while sitting on my raft. I am very shy because I await a huge wrath. The clouds are getting dark. I hold my paddle close to my heart. I hope I already left my mark, some pretty remaining art. My raft feels the wind, getting forced down the road. My ability to move the raft is slowed. I begin to feel somewhat blind. I take out my quantum umbrella, the umbrella that can vanish at any time. I don't know how the umbrella feels about the rhyme. I feel like I am in a dilemma. I don't have the right to cry, because everyone knows I will survive the storm, but yet I am still very shy, because I don't know how my safety will form. I feel like I seek an angel that makes the storm go away. I don't know what would be a worse melancholic play, knowing angels don't help or never getting an angel.
God, her font sometimes, man.
The reason my raft hasn't sunk is my hope. The reason I still hold my paddle is my determination. I just want to feel a cheap romantic trope, that I can feel a hand keeping me in the station.
Oh, I guess that pedal we saw before was also supposed to be paddle. That one. Whatever. Gesture is this one.
Gesture? I am no hero, but nobody calls me a zero. Only one person sees it as a treasure. This is what makes it a gesture. I can be an artist. I can be a musician. Currently, I am a Lycian. Someone call me the smartest. I have outgrown the gesture, at least so I thought. Now I do more than pity-worth literature. But as a price, I do not do a lot. I need to crack a dribble, far away from being art. I find it hard to scribble without it becoming smart. I like to stay in a dungeon, to create new realms to explore, filling it with a lot of lore, doing it with only time as my budget. I am smiling at my paper, doing a simple gesture. This time it will not be the greatest speaker, because it is that one's person treasure.
I found some parts of that interesting. Sunshine. Okay, is this Siri again? No, Siri's font is smaller than this. I don't know whose font this is. I'm not gonna read it in a voice. Sunshine. No matter what happens, at the end of the day, the sun still hangs in the sky. She was like a captain. At the end of the day, she never wanted to cry. I am an anomaly for having my opinion. Everyone in my family would call me a stupid minion. Yet I still am sure my choice was right. It would not have been a cure. It would not be alright. Now that the binoculars are gone, my life becomes much smaller overall. I feel like I can never live on. I feel like I can never avoid a brawl. There's one person who I can be with, one who always saw more in me than just the fifth. She is the proof to me that, no matter what happens, at the end of the day, the sun still hangs in the sky. She is like a captain. At the end of the day, she never wanted me to cry. And apart? Okay, this is Siri.
Apart? You have been away for long. There is something I have never thought of. Why did I ever thought of you with love? What if we were never made for each other all along? For some reason I can't explain what I ever thought I would gain. Did I mismatch sympathy with love? Did I never thought of it enough? Is it a sign of healing that I am not ready to die for you? those complex feelings? Shouldn't I be now more into you? Perhaps it is because I forgot who you are. Love the child, not the adult. You have been very, very far. My feelings were kinda abrupt. I want you to be happy, but I want this for everyone. Maybe it is because I do not want to be unhappy. I am really, really dumb.
That poem is like a breakup letter for MC, I guess. That was a part, right? Yeah, that was, yeah. Okay, online?
Hello, it is me again. I am here to explain the online section of the library to you. Basically, here are standalone fanfictions that have been written before this mod has been made. I know this may sound just like advertising links, but the author of this mod calls them part of the experience. As in, this mod is already defined by being an anthology of many small stories, so why not add in some other stories? I mean, I guess that makes sense, but TBH, he only does this since he wants more people to read his fanfictions. But hey, the Adeline and Natsuki one both have Natsuki as a major lead. And the Naughty story is a therapy story with no DLC elements. Well, you would make the author happy if you give these fanfictions a chance. I will go now. Goodbye. Have fun reading the stories.
Is it just gonna, like, open these in my web browser or something? You know, I don't really intend to read them, but I'll click one just to see what happens. What does this do? Yes, it opened my web browser and it took me to a page. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna stick with the mods content, thanks. Music settings? What is all this? Choose music! Oh, it plays the song. Ohio Siri. Play with me. Just Monica. Sunrise Road. Oh, now you hear all these other songs. Sunset Road. Okay, everyone? Oh. Here's the Okay Everyone songs. This one that breaks my recording forever. Hibari has one, though? Ah, so that's that one. Okay. And garden? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. And I guess that's it for the library, so... Oh, there's still the final to look at, so let's look at the final.
Welcome to the end of the mod. This is basically just the credits of this game alongside some notes from the author.
First of all, Doki Doki Literature Club has been made by Team Salvato, in case you couldn't tell from the splash screens at the start. This was made using the template made by Reddit user Gans the King of SA.
Deltarune has been made by Toby Fox. The sprites I use have been drawn by Billy Stein, 3630.
Ninja Muffin 99, Phantom Marcade 3K, Evil Skater, and Kawaii Sprite made Friday Night Funkin'. The sprites I and B of use have been drawn by Stormblaze 7530 and commissioned by CPG Yuri.
Kirby has been made by HAL Laboratory.
Annabelle is based on Annabelle from EBF, and her sprites were drawn by Stormblaze. Esker is inspired by our Outer Wilds. Sonic has been made by Sega. Us AU variants have been made by Jeff the Oblivious, Average, Cirque, Superior Cabbage again, Treasure Star Perfume, Got Bored of Previous Name, American.
The variants for the main 4 DDLC characters have been made for the DDLC mod Doki Doki Dimensions. While the sequel of the mod is cancelled, the mod is still one of the favorites of the authors and was a huge inspiration, especially for Birthday Adventure. Credits for my glasses go to Silver7530 and some dude named Ayat. I have been drawn by GHM.
I don't know why I sometimes read numbers and sometimes I don't deal with it. Who the heck are you?
I, as well as Didge, have been drawn by Static Quit.
I have been drawn by Stormblaze.
Me and my 3 friends, also known as Chibbies, have been drawn by AJ the Monkey. My casuals have been made by Psywaves, and Kia's casuals have been drawn by Ian Suller, blogger.
Me and Lily have been drawn by John RDVS Martin, and my casuals are by AJ the Funky.
I have been drawn by Child Shen. And regarding Natsuki's dad, artwork by Soviet Spartan, and originally created for the Doki Doki Literature Club mod, Doki Doki Rewind Replay by Kronos. I didn't know that was some of the mod it was made for. Ah.
I have been made by the Psionica Project authors. They include Sir 229,
Ovirus? Circuit Nuxel, whatever. Usernames are weird.
I have been drawn by Medicine. And that's all the character credits. Let's get to the other credits. The New music has been made by Sega, Hell, AG the Funky, RNG, and TMG, Zerg Hybrid, Underground Games, Georgia Serpafu.
Oh, they made some of the music ourselves? Neat.
And the newest effects came from Kirby Superstar Ultra and Mixkit. The new backgrounds came from Kirby Squeak Squad, Georgia Serpafu, Hosamashi, Sasabuna Ya, and Kumagari After. Also, thanks to Cassandra for some coding help.
Georgia Serpafu is the mod's main creator and also its writer, poet, and coder. It is writer. We hoped you had fun with the mod, and that if you still have some undone content, you will do it, even though it is not the Sayori pure mod that was promised. We wanted to subvert the idea of an April Fool's mod by instead pulling a bait and switch like Pink Eyes or wacky bullshit like Birthday Adventure. He wanted to subvert the structure of a DDLC mod. He also would love it if you read his fanfiction, which can be found in the library. I think that is it with this final thing. See you. He may make another DDLC mod, or else you can find me another project of his. But still, see you.
Developer's commentary is now unlocked. Use library to play it. Okay. I guess we'll check that out too. Might as well. We've come this far. What a strange and unique experience. Okay, to the library for the developer's commentary. Developer's commentary. Select a category of games to read the developer's thoughts on. Category, other DLC mods by me. Okay, let's see. Select a game to read the developer's thoughts on. Contains spoilers. Actually, all of these are recorded on the channel right now, so dear viewer, if you were curious to watch them before we read about spoilers in them, well, now's your chance, I guess. About Viva Viva Literature Club. I am not particularly proud of this DDLC mod. It was a rushed mess that was basically made to be made in 2 days. It is my only mod that really felt the need to put in filler. In fact, the Sayori worm sprite is in actuality a sprite I made before even thinking about the mod, and I only made it the main premise since it was a requirement for the game jam I developed the game for. I also wrote the 3 stories, Natsuki's poem, Yuri's bat story, and Monika's sci-fi, before I made this, but I changed the 2 longer stories to fit. Actually, Yuri's bat story is actually a fanfiction starring Yuri, ironically. What? Okay. The garden poem really became quite the leitmotif, if somewhat appears in most of my mods. I even wanted to include it in the Adeline fanfiction, but I did not end up doing it. I am proud of the poem. Okay, well, how about your thoughts on Birthday Adventure? About Birthday Adventure? This game is easily the one where I could speak the most about. I think I could write a full essay about the game, but I won't do it here. Well, it looks like you did anyway. Well, rewatching the Let's Plays Halibabica made, I got to see Birthday Adventure with new eyes, and I think it aged in a rather interesting way. Some points really have me cringe, and would I need to rank the acts, I would do it like that. First is Act 3, then Act 1, then Act 2. I got way too attached to the world, and I wanted to make a game about a comedy trying to be more than a comedy, with Empress representing a deep story and Monika representing this shitpost. But well, it is pretty hard. In a weird way, that is the biggest joke your Birthday Adventure has, me trying to tell a serious story inside of a shitpost, but the joke has a wholesome twist. People who can look deeper and can enjoy it on a deeper level, while those who can't still have a good shitpost on their hands. If anything, my bad grammar really did enhance the game, as Amy trying to say she is going to hang herself with a noose ending up with nose instead of noose had me laughing. It's either a good comedy and a good drama, or a good comedy and a bad drama. And since bad dramas are funny, it is still a good comedy at the end of the day. And then there is also Act 3, which basically gives it a wholesome edge. That is why I wanted to give both the drama and comedy sequels in this mod, Zuho's Gift being the sequel to the deeper drama with Empress getting closure, while Meta Nightmare Ultra is just for those who love the comedy. I mean, the game also has a prequel for the Act 3 fans, so basically, I think no matter what you think or what you like about Birthday Adventure, I have something for you. I still think it is a very creative mod, and in a weird way, I still recommend it. You may love it, you may find it funny, who knows, but still, I am very glad I made Birthday Adventure. Working on it was super fun, and while my little brother did not play the mod, maybe the fun I had making that mod made it worth enough. I thought you made it for your little brother. Fun fact, Birthday Adventure has 30 characters, 32 if you count Tails and MC, while this mod has 36. 38 if you count Melissa and Esker, with 20 characters overlapping between the 2 mods, 21 if you count MC and Birthday Adventure. Yes, thank you for the voice acting strain. Sayori and Christmas Adventure. This is a more recent one I played. About Sayori and Christmas Adventure. I like this mod. I think it is a neat and wholesome Christmas special, and by far my most grounded DLC mod. It is the only non-crossover mod I ever made. I don't know if he still feels this way. I think that makes it a very unique mod for me, as I am somewhat defined by crazy magic and crazy crossovers. While there are still some somewhat mystical elements, they are less magical and more metaphorical. I actually don't have too much to say. I mean, I guess MC is pretty unique in that mod, even out of place to some, considering it is a wholesome mod. My intent was to mock vanilla DDLC, the idea of a jerk who gets all the girls. I think it is rather interesting, but I doubt I will explore jerk MC ever again. So that really was just like out of the blue. In the Pavilion Archway demo. About Pavilion Archway demo. This game is one I made in response to Birthday Adventure. Basically, the fact that Act 3 of the game is the best the game has to offer, and I think that expanding on it could be something very interesting. I doubt I will ever finish this DDLC mod, but it is not impossible. It is just that my Thimbleweed Park phase that kinda led to it being in Birthday Adventure is very done. TBH, would I make another open world Act 3, it would rather be based on Deltarune or be something like a Thimbleweed Park and Deltarune fusion. But still, I am somewhat proud of that, as it, expands on Act 3 and makes it more than just a facade. I am proud of it, and I really look forward to the Let's Play Halibabica will do of the game someday. Maybe by now it already released. I don't know when you read this. Yes, actually it has, and I hope people like it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. But who knows? I may finish it. There are many unfinished things I could finish. But we will see. Okay, it's a little bit ironic, but, your writing in these paragraphs is actually generally better than your character dialogue, so I don't... It's strange. It's just a strange thing to me. Alright, so category Wholesome Sunshine Subgames. Now this, I guess, is just talking about what we've just experienced here today. Well, what do you think of the main game? About main game. This is arguably the most interesting out of all the sub-games. I mean, it is by far the longest the game has to offer. I think that really sets a weird first impression. My goal was to create a subversion of what is expected, but also to create something good. I wanted to basically make it a game that you get what you asked for, as I did not just want to make a haha, Sayori died, awful pink eyes type of April Fool's joke. I wanted for the player to get the wholesome Sayori I advertised, even if after that the game goes off the rails. I wanted to give you the chance to get what you asked for. I may even make a full wholesome Sayori mod soon, lol. I had all these crazy elements that prepare you for a birthday adventure-like romp, but if I would, I have made the main game that it would have been expected. I actually wanted to make it at first no sub-games and have the main game turn into MC, Natsuki's dad, and Samantha, a robot version of Sayori already used in Birthday Adventure, going on an adventure. Okay. But then I realized that this is what the general public would expect. My most well-known mod is Birthday Adventure, after all. So instead, I made it a game collection with the Birthday Adventure romp being the end of it. In a way, that subgame has tons of teases towards the future, basically introducing or at least teasing many of the things that come in the future. Gooey on the Meaning of Life Club. About Gooey and the Meaning of Life Club. I think this story has a fun little history. I originally made this for my father's birthday, and since my dad likes philosophy and Gooey from Kirby, I wanted to combine it in a little fanfiction. I picked it up and finished it in mod form. It is kind of the birthday adventure for my dad, even if my dad will probably never see this. But hey, I am glad that I could finish this story. What, didn't you, show it to him? What? Why would you make it and not show it to him? Amy's Gift. About Amy's Gift. Here is something small about each of the 3 routes. Okay. The reason Kuninobu's route has BF and GF in it is because the creator of her develops FNF mods, and if I recall correctly, Kuninobu appears in one of his upcoming mods, so referencing that is neat in my opinion. About Kia's route, I think it is very interesting how Kia and her bridge are very connected in my DDLC mods. I think it is a neat leitmotif, one I think I will stick to, so if in my fanfictions there is a bridge named after Kia, you know what it is referencing to. And finally, regarding Hibari's right, that is the first time Annabelle actually made an appearance in something I released. Funny how Annabelle was planned ever since Hanging Sunshine, my first planned DDLC mod, but hey, she now finally got a role, and who knows, she may appear in my Kirby fanfiction as my own take on Morpho Knight, who knows? I suppose only you know. Zuiho's Gift. About Zuiho's Gift. This subgame is pretty interesting. While Meta Nightmare Ultra is made to be a spiritual sequel to Birthday Adventure, this one is more so a sequel to the story of the Empress from Birthday Adventure. It is made for the people that got attached to the characters of Birthday Adventure. Even if the mod is a pretty big shitpost, I want to offer closure in some way. I feel like Baosuki and overall the Baosuki town cast from Birthday Adventure is a pretty cool bunch, and giving them the spotlight and closure feels appropriate. If you say so. This one. Meta Nightmare Ultra. This game is like a sequel to Birthday Adventure, this wackiness of Birthday Adventure, but it is still very different. It is shorter, and it has some of its own twists. I would like to talk about some of the cast. By the way, the name comes from the Meta Knight-centric modes from Kirby games like Kirby Superstar Ultra, just with a DDLC naming spin on it. Abigail was chosen as a reference to how Wendy was a detective in Hanging Sunshine. To be honest, I could have put something Hanging Sunshine related in this collection, but since that mod is about Sayori committing suicide, I don't think that would really fit. And regarding the Deltarune characters, I wanted to subvert the concept of using Deltarune. While in Birthday Adventure, using Sonic characters was my ticket for a banger Sonic soundtrack, the Deltarune cast has no such music following them. That was made to subvert, even going so far that Spamlia has a Sonic boss theme instead of Big Shot. Ah yes, Spamlia. She is a character who is deeply connected to the lore of Birthday Adventure. I may make it a dumb leitmotif that the final boss is a version of Yulia, or just with another element added in, like her name getting longer and longer. Well, I hope you had fun, and I hope I recaptured the magic of Birthday Adventure at least somewhat. You certainly recaptured the wackiness of it. And I guess that's it. Oh wait, no, is he gonna talk? We're talking about the library in the library. About library. Well, this is mainly a cheap way to get into stuff I already wrote. I mean, advertising my fanfictions was actually one of the main reasons I made this DDLC mod, but I wanted to make it more than just an advertisement, and so I decided to make the advertisement just a part of the experience and not the experience. Good call, making it more of an optional gateway for people who like the stories I do. And these author notes were made just for fun and to give insight into my thoughts and feelings as extra content. I want to give this game a feeling of being surprisingly deep and content-rich for an April Fool's game, so I thought this would be a neat way to add in-depth into this game. Well, you added something, that's for sure. But I think that is it for this mod. We've read all the commentary, we've viewed all the routes, and that's going to do it. So, yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you next time with more Doki Doki. Hope to see you then. Bye-bye.